Who's this? I don't know what the hell I'm doing here on Earth.
An all-new Roswell. It all starts Tuesday at 8/7 Central on UPN.
Live, Kurt Ludlow, Shauna Parsons, meteorologist Rod Hill, and Tim Becker Sports. This is the 10 o'clock news.
Good evening. 2 U.S. soldiers are dead tonight after their military helicopter crashed in Pakistan.
At the same time, U.S. ground troops are moving into Afghanistan. Skip Lozier is live in Washington, D.C. He joins us now with the very latest. Skip, what can you tell us?
This first commando-style raid into Afghanistan is over now, but we still don't know if any U.S. ground troops suffered casualties. The Pentagon has confirmed that U.S. Special Forces, including Army Rangers, conducted a commando-style assault on a target near the Taliban stronghold of Kandahar. The mission lasted only a few hours. We are told the number of U.S. troops involved was modest, about 100.
The effect of it will be to break up the Taliban and take away the protection that Osama bin Laden and his network have had and force them to move and become vulnerable. No doubt about it.
In Missouri, Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld said this war won't be over until the Taliban and Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda organization are gone.
We're using all the resources of the country, and in general, we're making very good progress. We're pleased with the progress being made.
In New York City, there's another confirmed case of cutaneous or skin anthrax. This time, it's a woman who works for the New York Post who is infected, but she's expected to make a full recovery. Mayor Giuliani wants worried New Yorkers not to panic.
I should hope that everybody would calm down.
In New Jersey, officials now say a second Postal Service employee has tested positive for skin anthrax, and officials say a third may also be infected. On Capitol Hill, follow-up tests show 3 people who originally tested positive for anthrax exposure were in fact not exposed to the bacteria. That reduces to 28 the total number of staffers and Capitol Police exposed to anthrax that was mailed to Senator Tom Daschle's office. The helicopters carrying U.S. Special Forces out of Afghanistan, according to the Pentagon, all returned safely, but 2 U.S. military personnel were killed when their search and rescue helicopter crashed in Pakistan. We're live in Washington. I'm Skip Lozier. Back to you.
Thanks, Skip.
All right, so do you agree with President Bush's decision to send ground troops into Afghanistan? That's our 12 Talkback online poll. Log on to our website, Oregons12.tv, and see results on Monday's 10 o'clock news.
Well, here are tonight's up-to-the-minute developments in the war.
A college student is charged with lying to a grand jury about 2 suspected hijackers implicated in last month's attacks. 21-year-old Osama Awadallah was picked up a month ago and held as a material witness in connection with the attacks. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld says he does not know if the military will start vaccinating troops against smallpox. Immigration officials say Mohammed Atta, the suspected leader of the hijackers, was questioned at length about his visa status when he tried to enter the country back in January. He was eventually allowed in. And a 24-year-old Moroccan is accused of helping to plan and prepare the terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. German authorities have issued an international arrest warrant for him.
Smoke continues to rise from the wreckage of the World Trade Center more than 5 weeks after the attacks. Vice President Dick Cheney visited the site yesterday along with Mayor Rudy Giuliani and Governor George Pataki. Cheney shook hands with firefighters and construction workers and praised them for their hard work. 4,515 people are reported missing at the site. 458 bodies have been found. 408 of them have been identified.
The city of McMinnville is on high alert tonight after 2 strange men tried to buy a large quantity of liquid chlorine. The men approached a local spa and pool shop owner asking for hundreds of gallons of the chemical. KPTV's David Wilson joins us now from the newsroom with the latest. Dave?
Well, the pool shop owner tells me in 20 years of business, he's never had anyone ask for that much liquid chlorine. That fact alone made him suspicious, so he did the right thing and called police. 8:30 a.m. The owner of this McMinnville pool shop arrives at work to find a brand new white Mercedes with 2 occupants sitting in his parking lot. The driver of the car gets out and greets him, asking if he would sell 400 gallons of liquid chlorine. The pool shop owner, who doesn't want to be identified, says when he asked the man, who is described as of Arab descent, why he wanted such a large amount, the man said he owned a pool shop in California. When asked why he didn't buy the chemicals down south, the man abruptly got in the car and drove away.
There's a lot of things you could do with it, dangerous, that I don't know about.
Yeah. McMinnville police take the call very seriously. The purchase of 400 gallons of chlorine would be highly suspicious.
It would take an aquatic center with 2 very large pools, probably about 100 gallons of liquid chlorine, a couple of months. So it's very unusual for somebody to go in there to any business and ask for that.
Local police called in the FBI and the ATF to investigate, but the white Mercedes had no license plates, only an unidentifiable car dealer sticker. And so far, the men are nowhere to be found. In large amounts, liquid chlorine can be mixed with other chemicals to make very dangerous gases. No one can say for sure why these men wanted 400 gallons, but the pool shop owner and police agree the men were likely not up to any good. The business owner says he typically keeps several 1-gallon containers around, and these guys were asking for barrels of the stuff. Police ask all business owners to report anyone suspicious who is asking for large amounts of chemicals.
Well, definitely disturbing story. David Wilson, thank you.
Vancouver City Hall was shut down this morning after an employee opened a letter and some powder fell out. The police and fire departments evacuated and shut down the building. A hazmat team took samples of the substance and then they took it to the Oregon Public Health Laboratory.
They came back with a preliminary finding that we're not dealing with anthrax in this particular issue, which is good news for everybody in City Hall because they get to go back to work Monday.
A similar envelope was found in another City Hall department. It is being held by Vancouver police as evidence.
Bayer, the maker of the anti-anthrax drug Cipro, is threatening legal action against Canadian drug maker Apotex. The Canadian government gave Apotex the right to override Bayer's patent on Cipro. Apotex will produce 900,000 generic Cipro pills for government use. Canadian law allows for generic production of patented drugs during a time of emergency, but Bayer says it can meet all Canadian orders for Cipro. Bayer is tripling its production to meet U.S. and Canadian demand over the next 3 months.
The Dallas, Oregon woman accused of mailing an anthrax hoax will go to trial in December. Her practical joke shut down the post office in the center of the town of Monmouth last Saturday afternoon. Patricia Jones pleaded not guilty before a federal judge in Portland this morning. Neither she nor the prosecutor would talk about the case, but the Postal Service would.
If it's going to be handled by the Postal Service or people are going to be handling this in between, they have no knowledge of this, it's not funny.
Postal inspector says the Jones case is at least the 5th incident of a fake anthrax letter sent in this country and prosecuted under federal law. Last night we asked you if you thought people who send anthrax hoaxes through the mail should face time in prison. Here's how you answered. Overwhelmingly yes. 93% of you say yes, 6% say no.
A bus terminal in downtown Philadelphia is shut down for several hours after a bomb scare. A station employee found an unclaimed suitcase in a locker. Authorities say it contained C4. That's a military explosive. It's the same explosive that was used in the bombing of the USS Cole last year. Along with it, they found about 1,000 feet of military detonation cord.
The question is who put it there. Now, the assumption is they probably put it there for a 2-day period, meant to come back. Obviously did not get back in time if they were coming back.
Police are hoping surveillance tapes will show them who did it. They say there was enough explosive there to level the terminal.
A memorial was held for the first American serviceman killed as part of the U.S. war on terrorism. 36-year-old Evander Andrews was killed last week in a forklift accident while building an airstrip in the Persian Gulf country of Qatar. Andrews was assigned to the 366th Civil Engineer Squadron out of Mountain Home Air Force Base in Idaho.
So the next time you're attending a parade, a sporting event, and the flag passes by, or you see a flag waving high in the sky, or in an automobile window, and you feel a lump in your throat, or your heart starts to beat a little faster, be sure to remember Andy, for he died loving and serving that flag of ours.
A funeral will be held Monday in Virginia, followed by burial with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery.
Boeing expects its production to drop by 50% from now until the middle of next year. This year, the company says it'll produce 522 commercial jets, Next year, between 350 and 400, and even less than that in 2003. Company President Alan Mulally says even before the terrorist attacks, Boeing expected to cut production but only by about 25%. Mulally also says the company will decide by the end of the year whether to shut down the unprofitable 717 line in Long Beach, California.
National security issues and escalating military action in Afghanistan undermined investor confidence today, but better than expected corporate profits pulled stocks higher. Also, the consumer price index rose a modest 0.4% in September, and that leaves room for the Federal Reserve Board to keep trimming interest rates to try to boost the economy. Taking a look at the numbers, the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 40 points today to close at 9,204. The NASDAQ also up 18, advancing to 1671. Northwest stocks on the rise. Let's take a look. Microsoft finished up more than 1 point at 18.29. Hewlett-Packard also up more than a half point to 18.29 a share. Nike gained a half point to close at 48.13. Nordstrom picked up more than a half a point to 15.68. Washington Mutual closes close to a half point up at 31.31.
When some of the Northwest's big-name wrestlers wanted to do their part to help the victims of last month's attacks, they decided to do what they do best. Wrestle, of course. Legion Restaurant donated the space. Wrestlers like Grappler, Gorgeous Joey Jackson, and Playboy Buddy Rose, among many, many others, donated their time. And folks paid $10 apiece to watch the action on the mat. 100% of the admission prize will be sent directly to the Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund.
Americans overwhelmingly approve of the job President Bush is doing as president. In the latest Fox poll, of those asked, 84% approve of President Bush's performance, 10% disapprove. And in other questions, 86% of those polled approve of our response to the terrorist attack, 7% disapprove. And when asked if they support or oppose U.S. military action, 89% support it, 6% are opposed. The poll has a plus or minus 3% margin for error. Be sure to keep it right here on KPTV Oregon's 12 for the latest on U.S. military strikes in Afghanistan and the anthrax scare here in the U.S. Continuing coverage over the weekend and also on Good Day Oregon come Monday.
Coming up, dressing up for the occasion. We'll show you which costumes Oregonians are buying this year for Halloween.
Also, the California condor makes a comeback in Oregon. We'll show you how the local zoo is helping restore this large bird's legacy.
Plus, a sad mystery. Who is this little girl and who are her parents? Why did they abandon her? We have that story.
On the weather deck, a cool breeze blowing tonight. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. The high today 63, the low 42. Both of those close to the average temperatures for today's date. The weekend forecast, some dry weather and some wet weather. Details tonight at 10:30.
On the next In the Garden, Mike Darcy takes a trip to Bauman Farms for an early autumn look at some old and new varieties of squash. Then join Mike in the kitchen with Jan Roberts Dominguez to learn how to make a delicious smoked squash soup. And we're off to Joy Creek Nursery for some plants that will perk up your fall. In the Garden with Mike Darcy, Saturday at 8 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
We've been manufacturing the Blevins toothpick right here since 1974. These fir trees will be selected, cut, and sent to our mills. And the best of them will become Blevins toothpicks. This is where we shave every Blevins toothpick before it's sanded and stained with a light coat of vegetable oil. Sounds like a lot, but that's why people all over the world demand Blevins toothpicks.
Sometimes you don't need a leading brand, but when you do, come to Thomason.
It's another Grand Slam grand opening. Les Schwab in East Portland at 122nd and Division. Sign up to win a set of Z800 Ultras or a set of Open Country ATs. Watch your mail for special discounts. Free hot dogs, pizza, and cake, soft drinks, and more. To save money, the Les Schwab Fall Tire Sale in full swing. Don't miss it. The Grand Slam of grand opening. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Les Schwab in East Portland at 122nd and Division.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at George Moreland Plumbing in Tigard. It's our Fall Plumbing Super Sale with all Kohler kitchen sinks on sale. Fiberglass tubs and showers from just $49. Whirlpool bathtubs from $2.99. A-grade bathroom sinks only $14. Hundreds of items at rock-bottom clearance prices. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Tigard. Don't miss it.
George Moreland Plumbing, the water heater king.
There's only one Amazon. There's only one jungle. There's only one mother. There's only one mother. There's only one past. There's only one future. There's only one Jeep Liberty. The next great Jeep idea.
Boy, I just love dancing, you know?
Hey, this just in. Disco sucks.
On the next Everybody Loves Raymond.
Sunday on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
We have breaking news in Clackamas County to tell you about tonight. Oregon State Police are looking for a driver who hit and killed a pedestrian there.
Yeah, we've got live pictures now from the scene. At 8:30 tonight, a man was trying to cross McLaughlin Boulevard at Maple Street when a small white vehicle of some sort hit him. The man has not been identified yet. OSP troopers say the driver of the car was headed northbound on McLaughlin at the time of the accident. After hitting the victim, the driver stopped briefly, we're told, and then continued northbound. OSP says if you have any information, they'd like to hear from you. 503-731-3030.
Well, Portland city workers may soon be going on strike. They're negotiating with city managers right now at City Hall.
Yeah, if there is a strike, what would it mean for all of us? KPTV's Drew Mickelson is live at City Hall with that and the latest on the negotiations. Drew?
Well, Kurt and Shauna, the union and the city negotiated for 12 hours on Wednesday. They've beat that. They've gone for about 12 and a half today, and you can see they are still at it. This is the room that the city is working out of here at City Hall, and 1/3 of the city's employees are threatening to go on strike Monday if they don't get better pay and keep their current benefits in their new union contract. That's what they're working on. Now, if they strike, here's some of what will be affected. All of the civilian workers at neighborhood police precincts would not go to work Monday. We're not talking about police officers, just the folks who work the front desks and answer the general complaint type of telephone calls. Parking enforcement officers would also go on strike, along with folks like street sweepers, park maintenance workers, and building inspectors. Now, both sides say they don't want to see a strike, but it's something they are prepared for.
Our posture for this meeting is that we'll stay here all night, we'll stay here through the weekend, despite what sometimes the public thinks. Unions don't like to strike. We're not here to strike. We want to get a settlement that's agreeable and fair for both sides and move on.
There is a strike plan in place. There will be some services that will be delayed, but we are ready as a city to run this city the best possible way we can and not sacrifice some services that are absolutely essential.
Once again, you're looking at a live picture of the ongoing contract negotiations down here at City Hall between the city and the union, which represents 1,800 employees. They were out here at about 9:30 this morning, and they have been having the mediators go from this room to one down the hall where the union negotiators are. I spoke with the spokesperson for the union. He said for the first time tonight they actually were starting to iron out some numbers, but he says they're still not really close. He did not expect them to wrap it up tonight. I talked to one union member who said they think that they'll be out here all weekend long. He says he packed enough clothes to last 72 hours. So obviously if they don't finish tonight, they are well prepared to last all weekend. And if they get to Monday morning without an agreement, everyone's ready for a strike.
Yeah, they obviously packed some reading materials, too. The person in the window there was looking through the New York Times when you were pointing to him there a second ago, Drew.
It's been a long day for these folks.
Yeah, and obviously if something happens in the next 40 minutes or so, you'll let us know and we'll get back to you live.
Will do.
Thanks, Drew. Well, the man who sat on Oregon's death row for 5 years before being set free is now off of work release. Scott Harberts will now be on probation for 5 years. Earlier this year, Harberts was convicted of sexually abusing a relative of this little girl, 2-year-old Christina Hornich. In 1994, Harberts was sentenced to death for the murder and rape of Hornich, but last year, a judge released him, ruling his constitutional right to a speedy trial had been violated.
There was a gathering tonight to remember a man who died after an altercation with police.
We are here just to dedicate a memorial garden for Dickie.
Dickie Dow died while in police custody 3 years ago tomorrow. The memorial garden is located at the site where he had a run-in with police. Mourners held candles and shared their memories of him. Members of the police accountability group, Portland Cop Watch, were there. They say this is not an anti-police gathering.
This is a thing to promote police accountability, to remember Dickie, and to help the community remember somebody who had psychological problems and needed help, and who ended up dead.
A vigil for Dickie Dow is held on the third Friday of each month.
When a Beaverton police officer stopped to help a man in a broken-down car, she discovered that car was actually a rolling meth lab. This is the car, a white Geo Metro. It was stopped near the intersection of Southwest 163rd and Baseline. Further investigation led officers to a hotel room at the Homestead Studio Suites Hotel about 2 blocks away. Inside, police say they found another meth lab filled with glassware, funnels, and chemicals commonly used when making methamphetamines. They also found a small amount of the drug inside that hotel room. Police say this bust was the result of an observant officer.
She spied things like glassware and beakers that you don't normally see and that she has seen in her training. And so she did some good, smart police work with the other officers at the scene, and we've secured both the vehicle and the hotel room.
Police arrested the driver of the car, 31-year-old Jason McEwen. He is being held on $40,000 bail.
In Southeast Portland, a housewife turns in her husband for stealing thousands of dollars of antiques. Today, Clackamas County detectives searched this house at Southeast 132nd and Lucille, finding more than $250,000 in stolen antiques. Police say 69-year-old David Topper had spent years stealing these antiques from various shops throughout Oregon, Vancouver, and Washington. Police say several of the items still have store tags on them and are easily identified, but some of the stolen property will have to be identified by shop owners in order to be claimed.
And then we're going to have some things left over, lots of things left over, that we're going to put out on display and then ask people to show proof of ownership, and then hopefully we'll be able to reunite the owners with some of the lost pieces.
Detectives say they also found thousands of dollars worth of clothing, shoes, and accessories still tagged and unused from various retail stores such as Meyer & Frank and Nordstrom's. Police say Topper was also stealing cable TV, valued at $2,500.
Well, it's one of the most bizarre cases Portland detectives have ever worked on. A little girl, about 2 years old, is in protective custody, but police don't know who her parents are. They don't know her name, and no one has reported her missing. As KPTV's Robin Burke reports, police need your help on this one.
It is truly a mystery.
No one seems to know where this little girl is from, who her parents are, where they are, or even her name.
We are looking for anyone who knows who the child is. We're looking for anyone who would know who the parents are or why the parents have not filed a missing persons report on the child.
Police say the toddler was handed from one caregiver to another until finally down the line, someone called police.
The most recent caregiver is a former shelter care provider herself and realized the problem and realized the best thing to do was to get the police involved. A situation like this where we have a child that for weeks has been cared for by other people who don't even know her name, it's very bizarre.
What police do know is that the girl is about 2 years old. She's in good health, and her primary language is Spanish.
It's possible the child is from another state and somehow ended up here in this country or in Oregon. It's possible the parents have been taken into INS custody or something like that happened with them.
Until police know where her parents are and who she is, she'll remain in protective custody. In Portland, Robin Burke, the 10 o'clock news.
And if you know anything about the child or her parents, you're being asked to contact Portland Police immediately.
Gresham's chief of police wants to be Multnomah County Sheriff. Law enforcement veteran Bernie Justo officially announced his candidacy on the steps of the Justice Center in Portland. Justo was a state policeman for 22 years before becoming a Gresham city councilor, chief of police, and a member of TriMet's board. He says he knows how to use shrinking public tax dollars effectively for public safety.
So I've worked from the state level to the city level, and now I've worked from the city level through the state level, and there's only one government you go through to get there, and that's the county government. So I've seen it from both ends in that regard.
The other declared candidate is longtime Undersheriff Mel Hedgepeth. Well, who needs 9 players in the field when you can send one dominant pitcher to the mound?
Yeah, the Arizona Diamondbacks were a one-man wrecking crew tonight in the National League playoffs. Dan Christopherson's here. He says the Atlanta Braves might as well have just taken the night off, huh?
You know what? Actually, I think they did, and you're right. If they didn't, they should have, because Curt Schilling is amazing. So is Randy Johnson, for that matter. The Braves had to know it was not going to be their night tonight when Curt Schilling was popping off 97-mile-an-hour fastballs in the 6th inning. Schilling, the Diamondbacks' right-handed power puncher, rocks Atlanta early and often in Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. Marcus Giles, no chance. Chipper Jones, who later drove in the Braves' only run, also struck out twice Wrapping around that, Arizona's 2-win lead would be enough, but Schilling went out and got more. He's the lead runner coming home, and look at this. He gives the catcher a pop. Ball gets away. Another run scores. Here he comes. And with a 5-1 cushion, Schilling can cruise home on fumes. 12 strikeouts, his third complete game victory in the playoffs. Arizona, a 2-games-to-1 lead now in that series. The Mariners in New York ready to fight for their playoff lives tomorrow afternoon. Down 2-0 with the next 3 at Yankee Stadium. So the M's have to take 2 out of 3 in New York to bring the series back home, and that's exactly what the skipper, Lou Piniella, guaranteed that they will do.
You know, I've got confidence in these guys. They've played awfully well all year, and we've come back from adversity like we did in the Cleveland series. And I just wanted them to know that as a manager, I've got the utmost confidence that we'll take this thing back to Seattle, and that's my job as a manager to do.
Tomorrow's game number 3 starter, Jamie Moyer, says he likes his manager to show that kind of confidence and fire. About 45 minutes before the Mariners and Yankees take the field for Game 3, the Oregon Ducks will put up their 23-game home winning streak and dare the Stanford Cardinal to snatch it away in Eugene. The Ducks, coming off a 48-7 rout at Cal last week, can run their record to 7-0 for the first time in 68 years. Stanford, meanwhile, coming off its first loss, 45-39 to Washington State. Tomorrow's kickoff, 12:30 in Eugene. Oregon State has to wait around till 7 o'clock to battle Arizona State in Tempe. Yesterday, we profiled surprising freshman Cole Clayson out of Lake Oswego. Now, granted, he is new blood, but with some of that old OSU swagger.
People always rule us out now because of our slow start and, you know, what we were supposed to be at the beginning of the season, but we're still the Beavers, and we're going to go out, and I think we have a shot at winning every game that we play from here on out.
Hey, that's the spirit. Now, the Beavers won't forget that opening night loss at Fresno State. Tonight, the 8th-ranked Bulldogs lose an absolute shocker at home to Boise State. Jay Swilly scores with 7 to go to put Boise State ahead. Look at this now. Fresno State trying to play for the win. Final minute, they get sacked, and that does it. The Bulldogs' 17-game home winning streak is over, and Boise State coach Dan Hawkins right there. He used to coach at Willamette University in Salem. He has moved on, and that is like the biggest victory he's ever had.
I can imagine.
One of the biggest for Boise State. That's huge.
And they were so excited, you could tell.
Oh, yeah, they deserve that one.
Dan, thanks.
Yeah.
Coming up, meteorologist Ron Hill says rain is in the forecast for the weekend. He'll tell us exactly when to expect it in the pinpoint forecast.
That's why we call it the pinpoint, right?
Exactly.
Also, a look at some new movies opening this weekend, including The Last Castle, starring Robert Redford.
Plus, here she is, Miss America. We'll show you how Katie Harmon cut it with Good Day Oregon crew when the 10 o'clock news returns.
It's the peace of mind that comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper limited warranty and complimentary scheduled maintenance. But most of all, it's the peace of mind that comes with knowing it will never be mistaken for anything else on the road. The Jaguar S-Type. Lease one for just $499 a month.
The $499 Jaguar lease from Monty Shelton Motors, 16th and West Princeton.
I really love the ribs here at Tony Roma's. In fact, this is my 27th serving of ribs. Okay, it's my first, but I could have had 27 if I wanted to. Because it's Tony Roma's Endless Slab. All the delicious ribs you can eat for one great price. I mean, look at these ribs. They're the main reason we even have a mouth. The Endless Slab from Tony Roma's. And be sure to tell them Bob sent you. My name's not Bob. I just always wanted to say Bob sent you.
Enjoy Tony Roma's all-you-can-eat ribs now for just $17.99.
The California condor returns to Oregon from the edge of extinction. See how the Oregon Zoo is helping these mighty birds return to the wild. Coming up on the 10 o'clock news.
We're the people you can depend on. For quality, it's all right here.
Presenting 2 new Oak Unlimited furniture stores in Salem and Hillsborough. Unlimited savings during this grand opening event. Choose from over 50 beautiful dining room sets, over 30 gorgeous bedroom ensembles, quality office furniture that offers a 20-year warranty, and an unlimited selection of entertainment centers. Unlimited savings at Oak Unlimited's grand opening celebration at all 3 locations.
Tonight's weather report on the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by your local Northwest Chrysler dealer. Test drive the all-new Chrysler Town & Country, named Best Minivan by AMCI.
Everyone's working together to get things moving again. Here's our contribution.
0% financing on most Chrysler cars and minivans. And if you buy now, no monthly payments for 90 days. Now it's never been easier to drive home a new Chrysler car or minivan. So take advantage of these great offers. It's our way of helping move things forward again. See your local Chrysler dealer today.
Welcome back. Rod's here. Now, I was driving into work today in a turtleneck and jacket because I just assume it's cold. There were little kids in shorts and T-shirts running down the street today.
What's up with that?
I don't know. No, you know what it is, seriously?
Yeah.
You know, several weeks ago, today's high of 63 would have been cold, but now we're actually getting used to it. So it doesn't seem that bad. And the fact that it's been down around 40 degrees or in the 30s at nighttime makes that 60 seem that much warmer.
Really warm.
Good answer.
Spur of the moment, we came up with that, baby. Take a look at a beautiful shot from McMinnville earlier this evening. Sun going down, but hitting the beautiful color of the fall foliage, and you can see the threatening-looking skies there in the background. Yes, a few raindrops falling from those clouds tonight, but for the most part, just traceable amounts, and most of us did not even see that. Okay, from that pretty picture to something that won't be as pretty, although we need it. We talked about this a little bit last night. It looks like a strong cold front will be coming into the northwest on Monday. This could be big enough to call it the first winter storm, by the way, of the fall season. Heavy rain likely, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts we're thinking at the coast, and gusty winds over 40 miles per hour possible inland as well. And look at this last thing. The snow level on Tuesday could go all the way down to around 2,000 feet, with hopes through Tuesday into Wednesday, maybe a foot of snow at pass level. Awfully early to be saying that, but certainly it looks like that could be a possibility. One more map to show you. Take a look at this one. The Ducks will be at home, as you probably know, tomorrow down in Eugene playing the Stanford Cardinal. Should be a great day for football, mostly sunny temperatures. During the game will be 60 to 67. Here's the way our satellite picture looks outside for you tonight. A lot of clouds, actually some holes in those clouds off of the Oregon coast. Nothing showing up on radar right now, but again tonight maybe a raindrop. There's actually a very weak cool front that's been trying to come in. 63 degrees was the high today in Portland, 68 degrees in Salem. Temperatures pretty much normal for this time of the year, and a handful of 70, 71 degrees was the high temperature this afternoon for you folks out in John Day. Up in Kelso, 59 was the high. Seaside, not much better, 58. Our forecast check for today. We talked about those clouds from the north finally coming in and getting us, and that was indeed the case. The forecast check, do we have that? Yes, we do. 61 degrees was the high. The low was 44. 61 and 44 is what I said, and the actuals were 63 and 42, so all good marks there. Today's current conditions for tonight, 55 degrees, humidity 71%, dew points of 46 right now. Barometer is rising, and the winds are northwest at 12 miles per hour. Out to the Pacific we go. Lots of things going on. This big swirls from an upper level low that won't really do anything for us. High pressure off to our west will be building in tomorrow. Tomorrow could turn out to be just mostly sunny, potentially. Should be a real nice day. There's that weak cool front which is falling apart, and it did help squeeze out just a traceable amount of rain in some spotty areas for us tonight. And there it is, that big storm that we've been talking about on Monday, and cold air coming down from the Gulf of Alaska behind it. And it looks like that it will indeed start to push some light rain our way during the day on Sunday. So that's looking to be more of a likely scenario if you have plans outdoors Sunday afternoon. Cloud rain microcast. I won't stop it tomorrow because tomorrow nothing shows up. We should have some marine cloudiness in the morning and then partly sunny to maybe mostly sunny. But here we are Sunday morning. The green shows rain on the coast, and then by noon, perhaps coming into Portland. This may be coming a little early, but it is likely eventually during the day on Sunday that light rain does push in, and that could be a continuance into Monday when the rain actually starts to get heavy as that strong cold front comes in. We'll be tracking that. Of course, Monica Guzzo will be for you over the weekend. Highs today across the country, 60 degrees up in Chicago, 70 degrees in Denver, Colorado, Dallas at 80. 58 up in Seattle. It was 93 this afternoon down in Phoenix. Only 29 up in Anchorage. On the Oregon coast tomorrow, North Bend, a nice day, partly sunny skies, 64. Dry day across the northwest tomorrow. Newport will be 60. Astoria tomorrow up to about 57 after a morning low of 43. Winds tomorrow from the north at 15 knots. Western Valley should be cloudy in the morning, I think, the marine clouds, and then becoming partly sunny, or maybe mostly sunny, as I mentioned. 66 down in Salem, certainly mostly sunny there, and down into Eugene. Again, a beautiful day for the football game tomorrow. A high in the mid to upper 60s. The Cascades tomorrow, government camp at 52. Willamette Pass at 58. Should be mostly sunny. And with high pressure moving in tomorrow, the winds across most of our state will be on the light side as well. Still some freezing temperatures out this direction. Burns, in fact, 23 in the morning, with still getting up into the 60s. LeGrand at 36 and Pendleton tomorrow at 35 to start. 68 degrees for your high temperature with mostly sunny skies. In the Gorge, the Dow 68. Winds will be, for the most part, calm, or light, I should say. Cascade Locks tomorrow 63 after a morning low of 43. Look for the clouds in the morning, but then really a nice day, 55 at noon, 64 at 5 p.m. 7-day forecast. Again, it looks like we could see some light rain as early as lunchtime Sunday, and then the heavy rain, what could be a good storm. The first one really of the fall season on Monday. A cool, showery day on Tuesday with snow levels down below the passes, and then right now Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are big question marks. I'm saying dry, but who really knows? By the way, the Orionid meteor shower tomorrow night, if you look up into the sky, it could be clear tomorrow night, potentially, to see some of this. And this is basically the debris left by Halley's Comet that our Earth will move through.
Really?
So we could see some shooting stars.
If we can see through the clouds.
Yes.
If they're not there.
Thank you,
Ron. Well, Oregon's most famous Miss is back in the state.
Miss America, Katie Harmon, has come home to her friends and family and now thousands of fans. Katie appeared this morning on Good Day Oregon talking about her life in Gresham and what it's been like to be Miss America. She also yucked it up with Ken and Kimberly, even singing the weather with Andy Carson.
75. In 1999, the record low was 27. In 1949. The normal high and low for the day is 63 over 44. And the sun will be setting tonight at 7:32. That was the sun up. I skip it since it's already happened. Yeah. Okay. So it'll be setting at 6:19. Ah, that was great. Let me
That was great, but Andy, keep your day job. Katie's spending the weekend in Oregon. She'll appear at events in Columbus. And how did that come up? Can you tell who wrote that story?
You used to live there, right?
Holy cow. Portland, Astoria, and Gresham, and she'll continue her whirlwind tour of America next week when she visits Washington, D.C.
How long have you lived here now, Kurt?
Oh, I had to pick my wife up at the airport tonight, flying in from Cincinnati. Ohio was on my mind. We'll have a lot more with Katie Harmon tomorrow night on Newsmakers. Parts of her interview on Good Day Oregon tomorrow night. Newsmakers during the 10 o'clock news.
I love this young woman.
Everybody does.
Oh my gosh, I
She's
caught
wonderful.
the tail end of GDO this morning and I was like, she's great.
Watch it
All right,
tomorrow.
Coming up, flying back from near extinction.
California condors return to their one-time home, Oregon. We have the latest on the effort to restore these large birds to our skies when the 10 o'clock news returns.
At GMC, our engineers have been designing trucks exclusively for 100 years. Now, we want to help keep America rolling with interest-free financing on all GMC trucks, vans, and SUVs. The power of Sierra, the agility of Yukon, the comfort and luxury of Envoy. Every new GMC comes with 0% APR through October 31st. Upgrade to professional grade and help keep America rolling. See your participating GMC dealers.
Carrier's Weathermaker Infinity is the world's most totally efficient gas furnace. With our exclusive comfort heat technology, it can save you up to 40% on your home heating costs.
Purchase a qualifying Carrier high-efficiency furnace between September 15th and December 15th and receive a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. In Clackamas, call Milwaukee Heating at 503-557-5562 and start saving today.
Perfect air, perfect comfort. Carrier.
As Halloween approaches, there's a more sedate mood in the air. What will the big costumes be this year? We'll look at what people are doing differently coming up on the 10 o'clock news.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you bake this bread? Is this fresh baked? Do you have any idea where it came from? No. I didn't think so. Come on, let's go for a ride. So, what do you think? Don't you just love the smell of fresh baked cardboard? Subway bakes their bread fresh every day. Right, Nancy?
Right, Jim. Subway's got 4 new delicious Subway Selects like the Southwest Chicken with tangy Southwest sauce, all on fresh baked gourmet bread, and all made fresh right in front of you.
Once you go fresh, you never go back.
Subway, eat fresh!
Good news from the world of science. Tests prove that clothes washed after 8 p.m. get just as clean as clothes washed before. Stay tuned for our findings on dishes.
Using electricity at night eases the pressure on the power system. So wait until 8.
Portland General Electric. We all have the power to help.
There's one brand of truck strong enough to carry the American spirit, Chevrolet. And right now, get 0% financing on every new truck we build. Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban, Trailblazer. The trucks behind a country that never quits. And you can own one, interest-free. Keep America rolling. See your local Chevy dealer today.
California condors are coming back to Oregon, but it's been a very difficult journey.
The huge birds that wowed Lewis and Clark and inspired the Indians nearly went extinct. KPTV's Jim Hyde reports the Oregon Zoo is joining a captive breeding program designed to help the endangered birds breed in the wild.
The California condor might have flown silently into the sunset of extinction, but the last of them were brought into captivity in 1987.
There you go, buddy.
Remaining birds received support from the condor breeding program in San Diego. The California condor has friends in high places. The Oregon Zoo's Andean condor's colleagues acted as surrogates in the breeding program. Interior Secretary Norton was just a lawyer in the department when the last birds were rounded up. And now,
it is such an important step to be able to see them reproducing in the wild. It gives us a great hope for their long-term survival.
It is indeed a big deal.
Metro Executive Mike Burton's agency runs the Oregon Zoo, which is eager to participate in such high-profile endangered species recovery. The condors won't be exhibited here at the Oregon Zoo, at least not right away. And the breeding and rearing will happen on open space land recently purchased by Metro along Clear Creek in Clackamas County. Enclosures like this one will be built there, along with pens for breeding pairs and facilities for keepers who watch over the transplanted birds.
We're pleased with the production of about 20 to 25 birds per year. And that'll soon increase as more and more pairs come on, and with the help of the Oregon Zoo.
The last wild condors were seen in Oregon in 1904. Lewis and Clark sketched them. Native Americans revered them.
To the children that don't have any knowledge of there ever being a bird like that in the Northwest who is held in high esteem.
The first condors could be brought to Oregon next summer. Jim Hyde, the 10 o'clock news.
Zoo directors say the money for the nearly $2 million captive breeding center will be raised from foundations and private sources. They hope to eventually accommodate 16 breeding pairs of California condors.
Coming up, getting into the spirit of Halloween.
Ooh.
I know. I think my producer
We'll take a look at what's on the clothing racks for Halloween costumes, plus tell you which ones are the big sellers this year.
I'm glad you did it. Plus, we'll show you some new movies in theaters this weekend, including the scary movie From Hell. That's next on the 10 o'clock news.
Say hello to an old friend.
Yes.
Say goodbye to the crew.
Force fields.
She's back with a vengeance. It's a mission
They're not my crew.
to end
We're under attack.
all missions on the next Star Trek Voyager.
Tonight at 11 on KPTV, Oregon's 12. The largest Chevy flagship store on Earth is now offering 0% financing and huge discounts on every new Chevy in stock, like a 2001 Malibu V6, totally loaded for $0 down, no interest, and only $249 a month for 60 months. Just $249 a month. With savings like these and 0% interest, you could actually lower your current monthly payment and drive home in one of our 500 new Chevys, but only for a limited time, where salaried salespeople see it your way. Car Chevy World, Beaverton.
Your mom's getting married. I know you don't like it. I think you ought to give this guy a break.
On November 2nd, nothing is more dangerous
He killed a guy. I saw him do it.
than knowing the truth.
Do you want me to ignore the fact that my son is living with a killer?
You're a little liar, aren't you, Danny? John Travolta.
I want to see you burn.
Vince Vaughn.
Daddy!
Domestic disturbance.
This is between you and me.
Rated PG-13. November 2nd everywhere.
You never need an excuse to go shopping. But have we ever got one? A brand new Sears with the brands you love. Right in your neighborhood. All your favorites with all the satisfaction that only Sears can give you. all in some surroundings that are shop-dead gorgeous. So what are you waiting for? All Portland area Sears stores celebrate our new look in Sears at Lancaster Mall in Salem this weekend. Save up to 25% store-wide. Meet Sean Brady of Days of Our Lives at Sears at Lancaster Mall in Salem.
An up day on Wall Street. The Dow closed up 40 points at 9,204. The Nasdaq's up 18 at 1671. The 10 o'clock news continues in a moment.
Big.
It's Rick's Furniture's big one-day mega sale, Saturday only. No payments and no finance charges due for 17 months.
Go!
Please join us for the Beaver Open House, Saturday, October 20th at the Oregon State Campus. For more information and pre-registration, go to the website or call 1-800-291-4192.
Did you know the air in your home can be up to 5 times more polluted than air outside? That indoor pollutants like dander can aggravate allergies and trigger asthma? What can you do? Get the Filtrete Ultra Allergen Reduction Filter. It's up to 30 times better than all other 1-inch filters at capturing airborne dust, bacteria, and pollen. And it meets Health House guidelines. If you don't take care of the air in your home, who will? Filtrete filters from 3M.
The CR-V from Honda. It'll take you to the mountains. It'll take you to the beaches. It'll take you to the desert. It'll take you just about anywhere, but it won't take you to the cleaners. The CR-V from Honda. While supplies last, get special APR financing as low as 1.9% for 36 months on 2001 CR-Vs. Woody gets his big shot at fame.
Oh, you're going to be on national TV?
But wait till he meets his co-star next time on Cheers.
Tonight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
Al opens his heart to the homeless.
Get some sheets and a blanket for the couch so your mother will be comfortable.
Tonight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
Here's a scary thought. Halloween Day is less than 2 weeks away.
If you don't have a costume yet, there are plenty of places you can find one. KPTV's Chris Murphy was busy trying on masks and wigs, Chris? Wigs?
All kinds of stuff, Kurt and Shauna. Halloween is a week from this coming Wednesday. Trick-or-treaters are now crowding costume shops. Here's a look at what's hot and what's not.
Mary Hall is ready, but if you're not, you can go to a costume shop such as Hollywood Portland Costumers.
We're doing a lot of Romans, a lot of Roman gladiators.
From gladiators to Cleopatra, they have it all. And not every Elvis costume has left the building yet.
Your classic Elvis, we've done a lot of those too. You know, Elvis is your classic American person.
The recent wave of patriotism means Americana is selling well this year.
Most popular this year would be Uncle Sam.
Least popular?
These are, they're Arabs' robes, and we haven't had any requests for them.
What's cool if you're in high school?
I'm gonna be a cowboy.
I'm a saloon girl, actually. Dorothy.
Why Dorothy?
Because she's cool.
And if you want to wear a mask, well, Jim Carrey's out this year, and George W. Bush is in.
Masks and costumes here, $50 and up.
This was 49 cents. There you go. Can't beat that.
For a less costly costume, Goodwill is a good choice.
And I just saw this mask in one of their bins and was inspired to be a bird woman.
We got some $2.99. This is a Raggedy Ann costume with the little bloomers. This is a $5.99.
But don't wig out. Costumes aren't just for kids.
Does it go with the tie, though?
Next to New Year's Eve, this is the #2 celebrated adult party night. So this weekend and next weekend should have lots of Halloween parties.
Mary was so cute. You'll be spreading goodwill if you shop at Goodwill. 92 cents of every dollar you spend there goes to help a person with a disability or a special need.
And one of our photographers found a great buy.
Yeah, Beth English found this wonderful, cape
Holy
here.
cow, look
Beautiful.
at that thing.
Yeah, and
Hooded
it's
cape.
Goodwill, $10 for this beautiful thing. So,
I don't know what I'm going to be. I was
Have to
just
think
at the
about it.
costume shop
Running out of
today
time.
and saw lots of Uncle Sam stuff. So.
yeah, popular
All right.
this year.
Thanks, Chris.
New at the movies this weekend, Robert Redford leads a prison uprising, Johnny Depp hunts for Jack the Ripper, and Drew Barrymore is a teen mom trying to turn her life around. Anna Hovine takes a look.
Disregard of direct verbal orders resulting in the death of 8 American soldiers.
Robert Redford was a 3-star general, but after being court-martialed, he is an inmate at the last castle. He discovers there are big problems inside the prison run by Warden James Gandolfini.
Twice in the last year, there have been accidents where men have been hit in the head and killed.
I've been hearing some pretty disturbing things about what goes on in here.
Until you spend some time in the yard with those animals, you have no idea what happens in there.
Gentlemen, I propose that we seize control of this facility.
The Last Castle is rated R.
Inspector, I know your reputation for making brilliant guesses that turn out to be right. Someone told me you claim to dream the answers.
In From Hell, Johnny Depp is investigating the serial killer Jack the Ripper.
It must be someone with money.
And how do you know that?
This ain't killing for profit. This is ritual.
From Hell is directed by the Hughes brothers and is rated R.
Pretend that I'm your parents. Mom, Pop. Yeah? I'm pregnant. My daughter's a tramp. My daughter's a tramp! You're a disgrace! I wish that you were never born!
In Riding in Cars with Boys, a teen pregnancy has interfered with Drew Barrymore's plans for the future. But she finds it's never too late to turn your life around.
All life is 4 or 5 big days that change everything.
If you want to change your life, you can.
Do you know what it's like to have a dream?
Riding in Cars with Boys is directed by Penny Marshall and is rated PG-13.
Mommy is gonna go do something that's gonna change the rest of our lives. How do I look?
You look beautiful, Mommy.
With now showing, I'm Anna Hovind.
That looked funny, didn't it? Yeah. An update to tonight's top stories and the pinpoint forecast coming up in the 11 o'clock headlines.
And a Jesuit high school player runs for 5 touchdowns against Beaverton. DJ Jackson's crusade next in sports.
It's the peace of mind that comes with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper limited warranty and complimentary scheduled maintenance. But most of all, it's the peace of mind that comes with knowing it will never be mistaken for anything else on the road. The Jaguar S-Type. Lease one for just $4.99 a month.
The $4.99 Jaguar lease from Monty Shelton Motors, 16th and West Branson.
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday only at George Portland Plumbing in Tigard, it's our Fall Plumbing Super Sale with all Kohler kitchen sinks on sale. Fiberglass tubs and showers from just $49. Whirlpool bathtubs from $2.99. A-grade bathroom sinks only $14. Hundreds of items at rock-bottom clearance prices. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Tigard. Don't miss it.
George Portland Plumbing, the water heater king.
Come see Levitt's Fall Home Collection. We've taken some of the newest styles and put them on sale, including every dining set. Shop this week to assure holiday delivery and get an entire year to pay for it. No monthly payments, no down payments, or finance charges for 1 full year. Our selection will amaze you, and so will our prices. It's time to head indoors to Levitt's to preview the Fall Home Collection, where you'll find a huge assortment of styles on sale and pay nothing for 1 year.
You love it at Levitt's.
It's a new dawn in America. Things are different now. And there is a group of people going to work, building America every day. Men and women who symbolize the best America has to offer. Over 80% of America's construction trades are merit contractors, individuals who believe in freedom and free enterprise. Building America in this new dawn has new meaning, and the Associated Builders and Contractors are proud to help lead the way.
It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place. Beautiful people everywhere, the way they show they care makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world, it's a beautiful world.
Tonight's sports report on the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Acura. Experience the performance today at your local Acura dealer.
The 260 horsepower Acura CL Type S.
Sports with Dan Christofferson.
All right, welcome back for our high school football coverage for another Friday night as we inch toward the playoffs. Central Catholic High School almost brought down Jesuit on opening night, but no one has come close since. So the top-ranked and defending champion Crusaders, they claim another victim tonight, number 8, in their quest for back-to-back undefeated seasons. Tonight, Jesuit unloads on their metro rival Beaverton at Beaverton High School, and they do it behind the great senior running back DJ Jackson. That was easy, a 7-yard touchdown. It's 28-6 Jesuit at halftime. Beaverton trying to get something going in the second half. They have a good running back, Jordan Sen. He's going to be a great one. He's a junior, and he scores there to make it 28-12 as Beaverton inches back. But look at DJ Jackson. He runs to the right. He runs to the left. He runs all over the place. Nearly 300 yards rushing. Didn't get a final tally, but we can tell you that this touchdown right here is touchdown number 4 on the night, and he is not done. One more time. How about it, DJ? Jackson, touchdown number 5, and Jesuit. Like I say, they unload on Beaverton, 49-27. They are 8-0. Their winning streak is 22 and counting, dating back to last year's championship run. Lake Oswego coach Steve Corey debuting a sophomore quarterback, Mike Stutz. Third-ranked Lakers hosting Oregon City. And Stutz looks pretty astute out there, you might say. 37-yard touchdown tip to Sean McNamara. No matter who is quarterback for Lake-O, they're still going to run it to Mike Mayer. He takes the pressure off, an 18-yard score for Lake Oswego. LO has the A game going. OC is DOA. Stutz, a 60-yard touchdown pass. This one to Keith Robertson, and now it's Mayer's turn one more time. And they drill Oregon City, the final, 49-6. Hello. As I mentioned, Lake Oswego came in ranked number 3 in the state, and so was Tualatin, both teams sharing that number 3 spot. And the Tualatin Timberwolves had a tougher time hanging on, but they were playing their rival Tigard. A little razzle-dazzle for the Tigers. Halfback pass, good for 67 yards in the touchdown. Tigard by 4 in the second quarter. Let's go early third quarter. Tigers going to strike again. Big number 33, Andrew Pompey, breaks free and takes it all the way down there for a 33-yard score. 2017 Tiger, but Tualatin had an answer. It's Josh Kane, and I'm telling you, well, here we go. This is a 90-yard pass played to Nick Brown. The Timberwolves can smell a victory. Tiger does have a chance to take the lead in the closing minutes, but the Wolves will make a stand on defense and hang on to win this one. A nice game, 24-20. Big one in the PIL. Franklin looking to hand Lincoln its first loss in league play, and with Legadou Nani running the show, the Quakers are going to get it done. Look at Legadou. Off balance and hitting Matt LaFollette, and the Quakers hit the scoreboard. They're going to keep pouring it on Lincoln High. Nani will connect on his 3rd touchdown of the opening half, finding Shem Hartnett, and Franklin pulls even with Lincoln atop the PIL, the final 46-20. Now let's go same stadium a little later on in the night, PGE Park. It's Central Catholic and David Douglas in the Mount Hood League. This one's a wild one. It was 28-28 at halftime. The field goal you see by David Douglas is going to win the game with 35 seconds to go. Kelly Teffenbach wins it, and the Scots knock off the Central Catholic Rams 37-35. And our final stop is a 3A game. Sherwood and Madras getting the PGE Park early game. Sherwood going to put the White Buffaloes of Madras down and out early. Sherwood ranked number 4 in the 3A ranks, and look at Ryan Wood, the quick toss to Ben Pasqua. The Bowman put this baby to bed early. They run it to 28-0. Wood lays it up to Mr. Pasqua again. The final score, 54-7 Sherwood. And they are now a perfect 7-0 on the season. And there's another Friday night, and we're getting close to the playoffs.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Yeah. All right, Rodney.
Tomorrow, spectacular day, partly maybe mostly sunny. Look for rain, light rain to develop during the day on Sunday.
Will do. Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Good night.
I really love the ribs here at Tony Roma's. In fact, this is my 27th serving of ribs. Okay, it's my first, but I could have had 27 if I wanted to, because it's Tony Roma's Endless Slab. All the delicious ribs you can eat for one great price. I mean, look at these ribs. They're the main reason we even have a mouth. The Endless Slab from Tony Roma's. And be sure to tell them Bob sent you. My name's not Bob. I just always wanted to say Bob sent you.
Enjoy Tony Roma's all-you-can-eat ribs now for just $17.99.
This is my country. These are my people. This is the world I understand.
talking about service. It's really knowing the people we serve.
Know 'em like the back of my own hand.
Country Insurance and Financial Services. Real people, real answers, real quick.
For 90 years, we've kept Americans moving. And there's no reason to stop now. Chevrolet. Right now, get 0% financing on every new car we build. Malibu, Cavalier, Impala. The cars behind a nation that never slows down. And you can own one, interest-free. Keep America rolling. See your local Chevy dealer today. We'll beat
and complimentary scheduled maintenance. But most of all, it's the peace of mind that comes with knowing it will never be mistaken for anything else on the road. The Jaguar S-Type. Lease one for just $4.99 a month.
The $4.99 Jaguar lease from Monty Shelton Motors, 16th and West Princeton.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you bake this bread? Is this fresh baked? Do you have any idea where it came from? No, I didn't think so. Come on, let's go for a ride. So, what do you think? Don't you just love the smell of fresh baked cardboard? Subway bakes their bread fresh every day. Right, Nancy?
Right, Jim. Subway's got 4 new delicious Subway Selects like the Southwest Chicken with tangy Southwest sauce, all on fresh baked gourmet bread, and all made fresh right in front of you.
Once you go fresh, you never go back.
Subway, eat fresh!
Okay, the Palm Harbor Full House also has a microwave, self-cleaning range, washer and dryer, upright freezer, fireplace. Did I mention the Dell computer? All for one low monthly payment.
Palm Harbor Homes